Now we're going to come back over this way a little bit to Largo High School, where Dylan is going to tell us about the welding program. Good morning, Dylan.
Hey, good morning, guys. I am a senior at Largo High School. I've been in the program for 3 years, and I really love this program because it allows me to have a technical skill that will allow me to have a career path later in life, and it allows me to have options because there are a couple different forms of welding. I'm actually currently practicing one of the hardest forms, which is aircraft welding. It's called TIG welding. So let's go see some of my friends in the program.
Mr. C is currently prepping a test plate for our stick welding certification test, and he's using a 3-inch plate test plate and putting a 22-degree bevel on it. This is actually one of the bevels that he was just cutting over there. It's a 22-degree bevel, and he's going to be placing a backing strap, and then he's also going to be tack welding these together. And then they're eventually going to be welded to look like this plate here and this plate here. So for these test plates, this is a completed one. We have 1 root pass, we have 4 filler passes, and then we have 3 passes for the cap. As you can see here, these are the 3 passes on the cap. That's on the top of this plate. These are the levels of a stick welder. And so what you're going to start with is you're going to start with stringer beads, which are just individual beads of a weld. And for our first portion, you have to have 5 stringer beads in a row. And then for the next one, you're going to do a lap joint, which means that you're going to place a weld in this joint here. And then for the next portion, you're going to have a T-joint, in which you're going to place a weld here. And then after you've completed those tasks, you'll move over to an actual testing plate. And then these are actual bend tests to test the integrity of each individual weld. And then after you complete all of those, you can actually move to more fun stuff. This is actually a TIG weld, which is a different form of welding. And then these are some roses that were welded. So with these roses, what we actually were studying was the science of metallurgy and how different thicknesses of metals bend differently. So these petals are actually at a slightly different thickness than these leaves here, and these leaves bend a lot easier than these petals do here. I enjoy the welding program at Largo High School because it gives me opportunities to work with my hands. And because of that, I have more of a desire to participate in the program because I can actually see my growth as the program moves along. This program also helps me obtain certifications for the American Welding Society, which can help me to build a career or just have a skill that I would like to have.
Thanks, Dylan. You know, the future is really bright for welders, and as you heard from Dylan, students that leave that welding program are going to be certified welders. And as a certified welder, they can immediately go into the occupation as an entry-level welder, earning $40,000 a year. And in some of those more specialized fields, like Dylan was mentioning with TIG welding and pipe welding, they can go over $97,000 a year in their salary.